Hi guys, and welcome to another Divi video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, today we're going to be building these great little video boxes here, video info boxes. Got a little video at the top. You click on it, it plays the video. And it's got a little call to action button and some info right here. To do this today, we're using the free plugin Divi Brain add-ons. And you can get it from here. I'll put the link below the video. Like I say, it's absolutely free. Just hit the download free button there to download it. And it's got some great little features. We've been doing all kind of things. We did this ticker tape thing yesterday, and a divider. It's got some dual buttons, some info boxes. It's got a cool scrolling image. We've got a vertical image slider there to the right. We've got a comparison right here. Got one image, you slide across it. Brings up another image. It's pretty cool. Got some stat counters. Got some interesting number modules. And one of my personal favorite here, we've got team member hover boxes. Now you don't have to use them for team members. You can use them for image to text for just about anything. But they are nice little features, especially for a free plugin. We've got little review boxes, info boxes, and what we're doing today, which is these nice little video boxes that I've created with one of their plugins. We've also got some review modules which are great for e-commerce site. We'll be covering those in a different video. So let's get started. We'll go back to this page. I'll enable the visual builder. And let's go on down to where we want to work. I'll create a new little row just below this one. A little green button for a row. And let's just put 2 columns in this time. I know I've got 3 above. Now Divi comes as standard with all the grey modules here, and there's plenty of them if we look down below. Enough to build just about any site. When you add the Divi Brain add-ons, you get another 20 or so free plugins here. There's some wonderful little additions. One I want to use today is an info box. There it is right there, Brain info box. So there it is, it's put it in there for us. It's got a little blank image and a title there. Obviously put in your content like anything else. You can add media if you want to. I'm going to grab a bit of dummy text here from lipsum.com. And I'll paste that in so we've got a bit of content. As you can see, it's put it down below there. If we roll on down, here's the interesting part, the content itself. You can use an image, which is pretty standard for a card type feature, or you can use a video or an icon, which is really cool. I'm going to use a video. Now you can upload an MP4 if you want to, or you can put in a YouTube URL. I'm going to use a YouTube URL, so let's add a video. I'll go over to YouTube and grab a video URL. I'm going to insert it from the URL right here and just paste it up top where it says HTTP. There we go. When you've pasted that there, just hit the insert in post button down on the right hand side. And there we are. There's our little video popped up there all ready to play. Now we can put our title in here. Let's see. And if you want to, you can use a call to action button by simply popping this switch to on over here. Put in what you want. And like any other button, you put a link in down below and link it to wherever it is you want to link them. If you're taking them off site, it's a good idea. I'm taking them off site to YouTube with this one. So it's a good idea to have it in a new window. That way your site stays open. I'm not going to use an overlay. You can put an image here if you don't want to use your YouTube thumbnail. It's pulling this straight from YouTube. I'll just leave it like that, but it's a nice little feature. If you just hit yes, you can pop your image in there. If you want the whole module itself to link to somewhere, the video, when they click on it, it's going to play. But anywhere that they click on this module apart from the button, you can put an alternative link in here. Same deal. If you're linking to your own site, leave it in the same window. If you're going off site, open it in a new tab. Background, not going to give it a background color today. I'm happy with it as it is, but if you do want to, here's where you do it. And of course you've got all the standard Divi features. If you hit the little buttons there, it'll give you a nice little color palette too. Alright, well let's move on to our design tab. Next one along. And here's for the info box. I'm going to align my content to the middle. I'm going to give it a little more padding all around, top, bottom, left and right. I'm going to give it, say, 30 top and bottom. Just put the number in, it'll put the picks in for you. Hit the chain, it'll do the opposite. I'm going to do the same for left and right. You can round off the corners a bit if you want to. I'm going to give it 5 picks. There we go. Now down below is the figure, and that's basically if you had an image or an icon in there that you were using, you could edit it here. But I don't need to edit anything here because it's pulling my thumbnail from the YouTube, as I said. Okay, let's move on down. Here's our title. Usual sort of text settings for Divi right here. I'm going to make mine semi-bold. And just for fun, I'll make it blue. Let's make it uppercase too. There we go. Okay, moving on down. Body text, there's a lot of options in here. Now I've just got a little bit of text in here, and like anything else you can change it how you will. Let's just make it a little bit smaller. Let's say it's 14 pixels. That's exactly the size it was. There we go. And so you can change it like any other text. But if we go down a little bit more, if you've got lists like unordered lists down here, you can style these differently. Text colors and list text size. And if you've got ordered lists, which are numbered lists, you can style those differently as well. So there's a lot of options down here. If you've got a block quote, again, you can style it differently here. I'm just using plain text, so these are all pretty irrelevant to me here, but there's some great features that we can do some more things on in later videos. Alright, well I'm going to keep going down and let's go to our button right here. You can change the spacing at the top there. Let's give it 30. We're giving it 30 picks everywhere else. Maybe too much. I don't know, that's going to work fine. And of course, if you want to use custom styles to the button, just flip this to on. And in keeping with my other buttons there, let's make it purple. So text color I'm going to make white. It'll disappear into the white background there temporarily. Background color I'm going to make purple. And the same with the border color. Now you can set a hover state by hovering over the dark writing button border color there. And hit the little arrow icon. Give you a desktop or non-hover state. We'll leave that purple, and when we hover over it, this is just for the border, I'm going to turn it blue. I'm going to do the same thing with our background color up here. Again, hover over the dark writing there, hit the little arrow on hover. I'm going to make this blue. There we go. So we got a blue button on hover and a purple button on regular non-hover state. Alright, well we're getting there. Down below, like all Divi buttons, you can choose to show an icon on a hover if you've got this selected to on. And there's all the elegant themes icons to choose from here. And you can show the icon all the time if you want to by flipping this button to no. Only show icon on hover. If you flip it to no, it'll appear there all the time. You can also place the icon right or left. As you can see, it's now on the left hand side. I prefer it on the right though. Okay, don't want any text shadow. You can make the button fatter or wider using padding, and you can give it more space around it with margin. I'm happy with mine just to be like that though. But for demonstration purposes, let's make it a bit fatter top and bottom. Let's say 20 picks top and bottom. 20, not 220, that's a little bit overkill there. As you can see, that makes it fatter top and bottom. If we give it 30 left and right, it's going to make it wider for us right there. But like I say, I'm happy with mine to be as it was. And any of these stars, if you play with it and you mess it up and you don't like what you've done, simply go in, select it and delete it. It'll return to the default value for you. There we go, back to our original button. And I don't need to put any box shadow on there. Okay, sizing's fine. Like most Divi modules, if you want to, you can make it smaller inside of the available area that you've put it in, i.e. the column, and then you can make it central, right or left if you want to. I'm happy with mine to take up 100% of the available space, so that's fine. Spacing wise, again, I don't really need to do anything here because I've done the spacing for our content up here, and I don't want any spacing on our little video thumbnail up there. I do want a border on this, and I seem to have passed that by somewhere. So let's go back up to our info box and go down, and I expect we'll find, here we are, here's a border. Let's give it a border. There we go. I'm going to give it a simple 1px black border, and that was up in our little info box settings there. And just to finish off for fun, I'm going to give it a bit of box shadow. There we go. And let's just duplicate this. Drag one of them over, doesn't matter which one because they're both identical. We'll change out the video and the title. Here's our video. Get rid of the one that's in there. And we'll add a different one from YouTube here. We'll insert from a URL. Exactly that we did last time. And we'll just say password protected. There we go. And that's all I'm going to change, just so we've got two side by sides here. Let's save our changes here. And exit the Visual Builder. And there we are. There's our two little video info boxes. And presumably it'll play the video when we click on it. Fantastic, just what we want. And that's a really nice little feature. I think I might use this on my blog. But for a free plugin, that really is a nice little module. So once again, we've been using the free Brain add-ons today. Link will be below the video if anybody wants to check it out. I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, this has been Jamie with System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.